Your ideas help move this country. You are the American Innovator.
Hi everyone, Paul Akers, and welcome back to the American Innovator. You know, a couple weeks ago we were in South Africa, and we're going back there where we left off at the Pinda Forest Lodge. We got on a small plane at the airport there, and we flew up to Ngala, and we're going to see the Leopards of Ngala. This show is going to be amazing. We landed, got out of the plane, got into a Jeep. Adam, the tracker, drove us to the lodge, and on the way to the lodge, we encountered buffalo, and they were awesome.
Look at this.
Okay. How close?
Oh, this is awesome. Unbelievable.
I'm gonna be screaming in a minute.
No, you're not. He's one of the Actors Guild.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I got a question. Do we have any protection in here?
5 gears.
5 gears. Oh, is he, boy, is that a good answer or what?
Oh my goodness.
We had a nice lunch, and the next thing you know, we were back out on the road, and that is when we encountered our first leopard, or Leopold, as they call them in Africa. So we hadn't been driving for maybe more than 5 minutes, and we spotted a leopard. We had to go off-roading. We went in, and this male was laying there just in the thickets, and it obviously was resting all day long, and it would probably get ready to start hunting before long. And again, we're probably about 10 feet from this animal, and this is a huge animal and a beautiful animal.
That water to get out of his hole. But I mean, he's just been lying here, he's been sleeping, he hasn't moved all day, so I reckon he's been sleeping for the bulk of it.
Oh, cute. That's so cute.
So we sat and watched this guy for about a half hour, and then we decided, well, let's move on. What else could we find in Ngala? We just arrived here, and before long, Adam, our tracker, had spotted something, and we were looking through the binoculars at something we thought we'd never see.
Ants in
a tree.
Gosh.
And they just left the legs, they didn't eat the rest?
I mean, that's still got meat on it. So
Look at the leopard took the impala up the tree.
Unbelievable. His legs are just hanging on for dear life.
So that's it. This
Full belly, I guess he should be.
So we found one leopard laying in the thicket. Then we found another leopard that had drug an impala up a tree. And so now we're going to go look for the leopard that just killed the impala. And if you could believe it, we found another leopard. We drove right in, right by it, and sat there and watched this guy. It was surreal. And this happened within the first hour of getting out of the plane.
me long before he goes after you.
Well, that's not good because you're the one with the gun.
He's after those flies. They or bees or whatever it is.
It's flies. It's all flies in him.
So you always hear about safaris and getting close to the animals, but you don't imagine that you drive right up next to a leopard that has just made a kill without being threatened. And yet that's what we did.
Look at his big yawn. Look how full his belly is, huh?
You sure we're okay, eh?
We okay.
He wants to come up here and
I mean, just look at him. He's just.
So all of a sudden the leopard decides to get up and go.
He wants to.
And where's he going? Back to the kill.
We're between him and
And
his food.
Dylan
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean,
anticipates all that. Now Dylan's our ranger, and he says, you know what, I think he's going to go back to the kill because it's getting late and he's afraid that hyenas will come and take it. So he goes back there, and we're thinking he's going to take it higher up the tree, but what happens next is unbelievable. So Dylan calls it perfectly. The leopard appears to be going back to the tree. Now he's quite a ways from the tree, and remember, we went out and found him in the bush. It wasn't easy. Dylan gets over by the tree before the leopard gets there to get in position, and anticipating what the leopard's going to do, and we sat and we watched, and watch what happens next.
He's looking up. I mean, that's actually a hyena could probably get to pull down on a leg or something. So I reckon he'll actually probably take it higher up this tree.
So what we're thinking is going to happen is the leopard's going to come back, jump up the tree, and drag the impala further up the tree because it's pretty close to the ground. A hyena can almost jump up and grab this. But he doesn't do that. So what Dylan determines the leopard's going to do is actually take it up another tree that's nearby that's much bigger because it's not secure enough from the hyenas. But what he does is almost hard to imagine. We're about 30 feet from the tree. The leopard pulls it out of the tree and drags it right by our truck and within 5 feet of me. Yeah, this is hard to believe. I'm hiding behind the seat because I'm so afraid. Look how close I am to this gigantic animal that has just killed this impala. And he says, well, maybe Mr. Akers there looks a little more tender. Maybe I'll jump up in the truck and get him. This meat, after all, is getting a little old. So think about this. We're out in the middle of the bush, in the middle of nowhere, right? There's no paved roads, there's nothing. And this leopard decides to stop by me and just kind of pause a little bit. And I guess he decides, well, Mr. Akers is not so tender after all, so I'll just take this impala and I'll drag him over to another tree. So again, Dylan, anticipating what the leopard's going to do, goes ahead to the tree that he thinks he's probably going to take him to, and we get position for him to take the impala up another tree.
Don't move, don't move, don't move. Dylan, you're a stud, dude, man. This is above and beyond the Call of Duty.
So what I would have anticipated is we just would have sat in one spot and got the best shot we could from where we were. But no, Dylan positioned the truck perfectly so we could watch the entire event unfold right in front of us.
Is this fork of the tree or at that side?
Oh, that's awesome. Keep that light on there. Hey, you're losing the legs, dude.
Now, at any point, remember, the leopard can jump down and get us because we're right underneath the tree watching this whole thing happen. So the leopard continues to go limb to limb, getting the impala higher, anticipating the nightfall, which is upon us, and the hyenas coming out and possibly taking his prey. Okay, safe and secure. It's time to have ribs. So we sit there and we watch him eat it. So in case you couldn't hear the dialogue, the red light is so we don't disrupt the night vision of the leopard. So the white light was always kept just below his eyes so we didn't blind him. Okay, now it's our turn for dinner. We're back in Ngala camp, and it's just beautiful. And we get hors d'oeuvres when we come in, and it's so great. And the guys are having a great time with Cindy, and then Oscar comes out, our chef, and tells us what he's preparing, and it's just fantastic. And I get to go down into the kitchen with Oscar. And look at the back of the shirt.
We know that Oscar is the magic ingredient, right, Oscar?
Yeah, Oscar's amazing. Everything fresh. So there you have it, the Leopards of Ngala. Food is fantastic, and the scenery is fantastic, and the animals are off the charts. And then there's Oscar. Well, there you have it, the Leopards of Ngala. Hopefully you've enjoyed the show. I enjoyed putting it together and transporting you with me back to Africa. It was just an amazing journey, and Beyond, as always, has done a spectacular job and exceeded our expectation in every regard. And that was just the tip of the iceberg for Ngala. There's so much more to see. Wait until you see next week on The American Innovator.
The American Innovator has been brought to you by FastCap. To hear more, just go to theamericaninnovator.com.